Hey, this is Rasbane with Roleplay Public Radio. This is RPPR Actual Play. We're playing Warhammer 40,000 Roleplay, Imperium Maledictum, and the newest, grimmest, and most treacherous adventuring role-playing game in the 41st millennium as of today. This is the Endius Mandate Session 8, and in the last session, the players, our agents, our brave, intrepid agents of the working for the Adeptus Administratum, got up to the town of, I believe, Kasan, up in the mountains of Castum 2, and they're tracking down Shoret, who is the last of the three psykers they've been assigned to capture and bring back. And Shoret is working as a gang leader. The gang she runs is called the Feral Talons, and she is not in town. She is in hiding, getting ready to go on a run to deliver, to transport a bunch of explosives to the top of the mountain so they can get a mother load of adamantium and get rich. But we have four brave agents here in Kasan who have, revealed that one of them is a psyker and, other normal things. And we have multiple gangs in here. So why don't we go ahead and briefly reintroduce our characters? Noah, who is Khurt, and what does he think about Kasan?
Hi, it's Noah. I'm playing Khurt Neksilp, the Astra Militarum scout assassin, and this group's face, which is terrifying if you think about it. But I think because Kasan is some sort of like a frontier town of sorts. Yeah. I think he actually feels not quite at home, but familiar, growing up on a feudal world. There's a feeling alike to some of the places he spent his time back home before he got shipped out and has never seen his home planet again. Well,
maybe one day, we'll see. But yeah, it is certainly less restrictive. There's no Arbites. There's only a few enforcers at the train depot to keep order. So it's pretty lawless, pretty chaotic. So that's good. But then we have Thad. Tell us about the Harrow a little bit and what they think of the Kasan.
Yeah, the Harrow also finds this place a more familiar kind of like fringes of civilization, because the Harrow came from a sort of voidborn, grew up on like a huge sort of artificial satellite that was only sort of tangentially connected to civilization. And so this sort of like fringe in between what you kill kind of community is much more, much more what the Harrow is used to in like the deep past. So yeah, fun times.
Yeah.
Harrow, voidborn, psyker, does likes to be invisible and then do terrible things to people. For justice. It always has been.
And then we have V. Tell us a little bit about Rabbit again and what she thinks of.
Absolutely. I mean, at this point, we all know and love Rabbit. She is the wonderful nerd of the group who gets in all sorts of shenanigans whenever inventory or bureaucracy is involved. It's, two of her favorite things, the third one being books, generally, just the general concept of books. So, she's got her niche weirdly as the medic of the group, which was not the intention. But, so if Khurt being the face is scary, then trusting Rabbit, the bureaucrat, to be the medic may be kind of a weird choice. As far as Kasan is concerned, I mean, thus far, Rabbit's only really made friends with the bureaucrats because that's what she does. It's a little strange, just how lawless it is around here, being Astra Militarum as well, being voidborn, you're not really used to this much lawlessness. There's always a little bit of rigidity and in where she's come from, but she's excited to leave. So that'll be the plus that's the light at the end of the tunnel, right? Is getting out of here. So
all right. Yeah, you only got to capture one person. How hard can it be?
How hard can it be? We've already captured two other people, so
exactly.
we're most of the way there.
Yeah, you had to fight a chaos demon and stop a cult just to get that to that person. Yeah.
No way this is going to be the hardest of the three.
Nah, it's
Right,
fine.
Rob?
Yeah, it's fine.
Make
Well,
any
we'll
sense?
we'll see. And finally, yeah, Kara, please tell us a little bit about Lim and what she thinks of Kassan so far.
Lim she is a null from one of the soulless from the hive worlds. She grew up in the deep underhive, the part of the city that was so far in the ground, it kind of fell off and just fell into the cracks and crevices where they lived like feral insects. So her perspective on things is often very limited and skewed. Honestly, this reminds her it doesn't quite remind her of home because home isn't quite this packed. There are small pockets of what she would think of it as a city, but is really maybe only a couple hundred or even a couple thousand people at most. But the environment of desperation, lawlessness, she thinks it actually feels a little rigid here. She hasn't seen anyone dying in the street yet. So, I mean, the most alarming part is the enormous sky above, which still is upsetting. But overall, she's not too worried about it.
All right.
Also, the mission is nearly done, and clearly the Emperor is on her side, so nothing can or has gone wrong.
Yeah.
All is well.
Yeah, all is well. So, yeah, you've got a room at the inn/saloon of the town that is run by the Theta Spectres. And you have figured out that your best way to get to Short is to basically get friendly with the Feral Talons. Now, I do think you did find out that the lieutenant of the Feral Talons is here in town, Blitzer Vermin. And you can approach her and, ask for work or, try to, get on her good side. And that you decided that was sort of your best way in. So, yeah, I'll say Blitzer is in the saloon drinking with some of the Feral Talons. Now, there are multiple gangs in this town. The saloon is sort of neutral. The Orc Skull Saloon, by the way, run by Vladim, who is the Theta Spectre bartender and fixer. And I think, was that the person you did the job for, the Harrow?
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, other places in the town are the Trade Hall, the Rail Depot, Mechanic/Truck Lot, Debt Free, which is the pit fighting arena, and the Fungus Cliff Farms. And yeah, so we'll just begin with all of you getting, what's sort of your game plan for approaching Blitzer and be like, hey, you need any help? We want to sign on with you guys. Yeah.
So we need to, I think ingratiating ourselves with the Feral Talons got to be the easiest way to get to shore it. I guess, just see what they need.
Okay, yeah, I'll say for the sake, you realize if you're going to sign, you're trying to get on their good side, get friendly with them, it's good if all of you show up so they can, at least Blitzer can see you and sort of make sure she's not, so all of you head down to the bar now, or one of you can go, all of you can get a table, and then one of you can go over to Blitzer and introduce yourself, or all of you could just walk over like, hey, you look cool. I want to sign up with you. Yeah. But otherwise, I assume Khurt would be the one walking over to, yeah.
Probably.
Why would you think that?
All right, Khurt. So the three of you are at the table nearby, watching Khurt as he goes over to Blitzer, who is obviously a veteran gang fighter and prospector, scarred. Her left arm has been replaced with an augmetic, a cybernetic arm. She has a brace of pistols, with different colored tape on the handles. Khurt, you know that some fighters do that, some gangers do that to remember what kind of ammo types they have loaded in there. Armor piercing versus flechette versus high explosive and that kind of thing. And a couple of knives. And she's the impression you got with the Feral Talons is they were more focused on actually mining than making money in town. Theta Spectres are all traders and brokers and assassins. The other three gangs all, they do some mining or make deals with miners and prospectors, but they're more focused in town. The Feral Talons were more focused on the actual, mining aspect of it. So they have more of that look, But yeah, you walk over to them. She nods at you. It's like, "Ah, you're one of that newcomer group."
Yep. We're fresh in town and we're looking for some work. We hear
Tell
you
me.
might be the one to talk to.
Well, yeah, we're always looking for people. I've heard rumors that you have a witch with you.
Well, we might.
Okay.
My compatriots are very varied in their talents.
Okay. Well, that's good. Look, here, let's go outside and smoke a bit. And she kind of nods to the other gang members. So she goes out alone with you, and you can tell she's making sure that people can't eavesdrop on her. And she goes off to the side while her gang members sort of shadow her and flank around, surveilling the area. But she takes out a little auspex modified to check for surveillance devices on the front porch. So yeah, you three see, Khurt stepping outside with Blitzer. And once she's satisfied that she's, you're not being eavesdropped on, she says, "Look, yeah, we do need help. There's something, all the gangs here in each other. And I think there's an opportunity here for us that you seem like you're intelligent. You're not just going to, throw yourself into a straight up fight. Have you heard about the Illuminated Redeemers?"
The name sounds familiar.
Well, they're one of the gangs here, and they say they're the proselytizing the Emperor's word, and they're the true faithful and all that. And they run a church, but they're really a bunch of psychopaths, and they run a lot of extortion schemes, and they claim they're taking the Emperor's tithe, but they're keeping it for themselves, which is a major fucking crime. But they also like taking their enemies and turning them into servitors, which is some nasty shit. I just put a bullet in someone's head. Very few people deserve that. So if you can think of a way, the problem is there's a good number of them. They're not well armed, but they're big numbers. If you can think of some way of taking them down a peg in a smart way, in a way that's not just you shooting a bunch of them. I want to see a little clever thought into this. Something above brute force. Now, if you have I don't care if you have a witch or not. It's no business to me. There's a lot of witches who fight for the Emperor, and there's some that are totally, evil. I'm not an expert in that shit. I don't care. Whatever you do, if you can do something, if we find out in the day or so that the Redeemers have been taken down, they're weakened, they've lost some people, they've lost some power, some money, whatever it is, there's a job. I consider that your audition. But, there'll be, depending on how much damage you do, there'll be a reward in it for you. And then we can talk a real deal.
All right.
I'll
take it back to my people and we'll figure something out.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, look at that church in particular. That place, there's a lot of people in it, but there's got to be some weak spot in it. There's something they're also tied. They're stealing the tithe. There's a lot of shit they're into. There's a lot of angles. Anyways, she kind of nods, and Khurt, you go back to the group, relate the deal. So yeah, you gotta take some sort of direct action against the Redeemers. You want to earn the trust of the Feral Talons,
and so that's the game. We disgrace, we expose, we eliminate the Redeemers with some tact and guile, and we get in with the Feral Talons.
Don't need to use tact and guile. They're heretics. We could just report them.
Unfortunately, I don't believe the arm of the Imperium is stretching in this direction at the moment, so reporting them would not get results fast enough to forward our mission in service of the Emperor.
Well, Rabbit, you can make a lore check. You've been at the trade depot. You've actually talked to some of the bureaucrats there.
We have no choice but to deputize ourselves and take immediate action.
Oh my god. Okay, I rolled 64 and my skill is 64.
And so what you realize is like I said, there are some Arbites, which are like the Judge Dredd super cops of Warhammer 40k. of the Imperium at the trade depot to protect that, because they're all about the Emperor's tithe, right? Got to get that tax money in.
Ross, I believe you'll find that they're called RBTs.
RBTs? Okay,
RBTs.
Sure. All right.
Save you some. I know somebody is going to get upset about you calling them Arbites, and post it in the comments.
Oh my god.
I need everybody to know that as soon as Khurt started talking about it, like fucking Thad, just the face Thad made, just like holding head in hand, just like shaking head, like very just I wish you could have seen it. It was great. It was great.
I do like the cover, Noah, of, oh, yes, someone else will be a pedant about this, Ross. Not I, poor innocent Noah.
Yeah, no, of course not.
Noah would never do that.
I've listened to Ross say plenty of things wrong.
Okay, that's fair. I can't argue against that point.
Yeah, fucking on my own podcast for my own friend. Yeah. So, goddamn British can't even say English right. So yeah, the tax man going to be pissed if he finds out someone's shorting him. So if you can get proof, they could probably send a strike team in from the damned in the capital city. Like that's big, that will get a fast response time if you show them proof that there is a gang messing with the tide. Because the whole reason this place isn't policed very, very tightly is the understanding that they know not to fuck with the tax money coming out. Like that's the whole thing is the whole reason everything happens is because the Imperium's getting their cut. If they aren't getting their cut, then the Imperium's not happy. And if Imperium's not happy, no one's happy.
Buddy happy.
Yeah. So if you get proof of it, you can get your hands on video and audio recording devices pretty easily, but you would have to figure out how they steal from the Emperor and then like get evidence of it. So that is one pursuit, but that is one angle you could take. But obviously there are other angles. Khurt, you could also do some sort of con. You could get them to start a gang war with another gang. They feel like they have to fight another gang, like some gang's going to make a move on them or some gang's going to steal from them or whatever.
Do a little column A, little column B.
Yeah, and you have in case their headquarters, the church. Yeah. The church, in quotes, there could be something you could do there. Yeah, there's multiple angles. It's like, what do you think? You do a little bit of everything.
So my first thing is that we definitely try and get like whatever tax info we can on them and report it to the RBDs and the Imperium, but also we leak some of that to some of the other gangs to cause some strife between them, and then maybe they just destroy each other.
Show them as being weak or otherwise drawing undue attention.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, that's just my idea. Obviously we have to go. I think the first step is scoping out their church, but
sure.
If anyone has any other ideas,
you can at least case it visually. You can just take a look at it. It's a big building at the end of town. Used to be a blockhouse for a garrison, but then it was turned into an actual church for a while. And then the preacher running it died under mysterious circumstances, and the Redeemers took it over. There's also a cybernetic clinic there, which is also used for turning people into servitors. So, but yeah, it's a sprawling, reinforced building that's seen a lot of wear and tear, and they don't obviously maintain it very well. So it's slowly collapsing. But you can give me, what is it? Is it alert, awareness, notice, whatever the perceiving thing skill?
Awareness.
Yeah.
Unless you have a better specialization.
So that'll give you. Now this will be just tell me how many success levels you get. Like that'll be the main thing.
I have gone blind.
Okay. There it is.
Oh,
it's
terrible.
Right there. You got it. You can.
I was actually thinking I might become invisible and do a little sneaking around.
Yeah, you can do that too. Well, first let's get all the notice checks first, so you can get that information. Did anybody succeed? No.
Hold on. 91.
All right.
No.
Can
no way.
I'm trying to use my new dice, and they're like stuck, but I'm already halfway through trying to peel it open.
Okay.
So this is a very tense moment.
Do you
I
want
will
me to also do an awareness try, or should I? Is my action?
Yeah. No. You can you can look at the building before you decide to use your
I didn't know how much
warp
of a
powers.
pedant you wanted to be today.
Yeah, I'm not.
That's my job.
Yeah.
Noah's
Nope,
claimed
I
that.
also fail. There's a building there. Yeah.
Yep,
See
there
nothing.
sure is. There's people coming and going. So, Lim, you did not.
79, I failed.
Okay, you all. Yep, it's a building.
Oh, this bodes well for everybody today.
Yeah, no, you're getting your bad rolls out of the way. That's how that works. So
that is what that is.
Okay.
Mhm. I'm trying to be optimistic here.
I mean, somebody should be.
Yeah. So go ahead and go invisible.
All right.
They do hold a service that's open to the public, so you can go in and walk around.
I think that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now that we've all seen that we can't see shit.
Can't see shit, Captain.
We ain't.
I mean, in
found
fairness, we don't
shit.
know that we can't see shit.
All right, 7 success levels for being invisible as fuck.
You are super fucking invisible. Nobody is going to perceive you. That's for sure. So, it is a multi-story building. The cybernetic clinic is sort of built as an extension off to the side, so it's on the ground level as a little extension that's clearly not like part of the original blockhouse, original fortress. And it's not like a fortress. It's just like a little fortress. But so are you going to the clinic or the main building there, Harrow?
I'm more interested in the main building at the moment.
So you wander in, and who is going inside normally? Khurt?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Sure. Lim and Rabbit, what are you thinking?
I mean, Lim has learned to just sort of, follow the lead of someone else, because it seems like anytime she tries to do something, it doesn't end well for anybody. So poor Rabbit has the soulless eyes of the null watching her to decide what they're going to do.
Okay, so you're kind of waiting to see what the others do.
I guess I'll just go in with Khurt, because this is awkward. Just having Lim just stare. I'm just like, all right, I'll just, okay, cool. Just follow Khurt. It's fine. This is fine. It's not awkward. I'm proud.
Okay. And so, Lim, you're following those two, sort of trailing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to remind the studio audience that Rabbit is like 6 feet tall, and that Lim, I think, is barely above 5 feet. So Lim is literally trotting at Rabbit's heels like a puppy.
Don't
ever talk to me or my daughter again.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me or my soulless mutant again. Yeah. All right. So the Harrow, you go in first, and you all see this in a minute. But there is a greeter that obviously doesn't see you, and who's clearly just gang members sort of sizing people up for like donations. And you go in, they have it set up, there's pews, there's a preacher, the service is starting soon, and you can kind of see some side areas. There is a side area, there's a door that's open behind the altar at the front of the chapel, but there's also some other side areas that, side doors that go off around the back. And you also see a ladder going up to the second floor from the chapel. The chapel is like is like a big open meeting area that, is 2 stories tall. So you can either linger here. You see a priest up there, a person dressed as a priest, getting ready for the service, just waiting for more people to fill in the pews. You do see petitioners there. They look a mixture of miners and townspeople and low-level gang members. You don't see any like high-level gang members. Like, by low level, I mean like they look like new recruits, right? They're not
right.
Yeah, not as many scars. They don't have as many impressive weapons. They look a little less confident. And so, a mixture of civilians and new gang members in the pews. And so you can kind of figure if there's what is the Harrow thinking? Like, what does the Harrow want to do?
I kind of wanting to get a lay of the land on the inside of this place and get an idea of like what areas are very clearly like solidly locked off and what aren't.
Okay, just give me notice plus 10. Actually, plus 20. You're invisible. You can just go wherever the fuck you want. Yeah. Yeah, awareness. Sorry. I'm just.
No worries. Oh, hell, ought 3. There we go.
All right. So it'll take you a while, but you'll get the lay of the land. So you're just patrolling the whole thing and casing it pretty well.
Like, if we're looking for fucking tax information, I'm pretty sure the Harrow is not literate, so that's not going to help.
Okay.
So it's more preparing for when the people who know shit get here.
So the other three of you are greeted by the greeter, who is a gang member with a couple scars. He's not new. He's obviously a little more experienced. And he says, "Welcome. Oh, you must be new. I don't recognize you. Welcome to the Church of the Redeemer. The Emperor be praised. What kind of tithe do you have for us today?"
This guy, unfortunately, now has Lim's full attention of the creepiest puppy's eyes ever.
By the way, do either of you have any, like, pistols or knives are fine, but do any of you have any long guns visible? Khurt? Or did you leave those at your room?
I would think that currently I'd probably keep the long guns stored, but I definitely do have, like, my knives and my auto pistol.
Okay. So yeah, he doesn't, like, he can see the pistols on your belt or whatever, but he's not, he doesn't give a shit about those. So yeah, he's asking for tithing. He barred you from it, but he's, looking for something. So yeah.
I guess I'll give him like 5 solars. All
right, yeah. Like, oh, thank you. And then he looks at the other two. Rabbit.
Oh God. Yeah, sure. I'll just follow Khurt, because I'm like, I did not even cross my mind to bring something into the church to tithe with, because of course, why would it? Here we are.
Yep. Well, yeah. And then Lim, he looks kind of oddly at you. He's like, what the? Do you have a tithe?
My presence is a gift to the Emperor.
Well, the Emperor doesn't pay the bills. We need solars to keep the church up and running. You want that, don't you?
The Emperor keeps chaos at bay, which allows the church to function.
And
That's
money
my service.
And money keeps hunger at bay, which keeps all this operation running. So if you don't have any tithes, you're rejected for the Emperor's light. How dare you? Get out of here. So yeah. Only people who make solars are worthy of the Emperor's light.
I mean, I hope that one of you knows that those are fighting words.
Well,
of my dear friends and peers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you're gonna fight.
Yeah, he doesn't like you for some reason.
Distraction.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lim is not going to shed blood in the house of their emperor, but let me grab something, because I think I improved my melee. Okay, it's melee, right? It's not melee. Is this one of those things where I read too much as a child? Because that is one of those words that means nothing to me in the spoken form.
It's
melee.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's so fancy.
French word,
right?
People that pronounce it melee, I just want to throw down in a melee with them.
Agreed. All right. Yeah. So. Yeah, can Lim basically try to grab him by his lapels and judo throw him?
Sure. He's not going to expect it. He's not going to resist, because he's not thinking this tiny weird woman is going to do anything to him. So you'll take him by surprise. If you succeed, it will be challenging though. No bonus.
Okay. Well, so my melee is 38. So we'll see how this goes.
All right. Actually, you know what? Oh, well, I'll give you a plus 10 on it, actually. Yeah, he is unsurprised.
It means nothing. I rolled a 59.
No.
I also just knocked over my dice, and so now my 6...
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I found it! Whoop, whoop.
Okay, so Lim grabs the guy, and he steps back easily, and shoves her away, and he says, "Yes, get out of here." He takes a las pistol out. "Get out of here before I make you dance for the Emperor." Yeah.
When he pulls the las pistol, I'm going to grab his wrist.
Okay, I'll also roll unarmed, or whatever it is. Melee.
I will spend a fate point to reroll that.
Ouch.
That is not as bad, but still bad. So yeah, that's 61 over 48.
Yeah, even with the plus 10 bonus, that wouldn't work. Yeah, he is very, yeah, you're just like, so yeah, I guess we're turning into combat. Rabbit, are you going to do anything? I mean, he can't do, yeah.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, okay. You know what? Yeah, I guess I'm gonna fuck it. We're already in it, so I guess I'm gonna try and like intervene too. I feel really lame just being like, I'm just gonna copy Khurt every single time. But this time, legitimately, it's because it's just like, okay, well, I have to do something.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna roll melee, I guess. It's worse than limbs. So we'll see what happens.
I'll give you a plus 20 bonus because the guy's being attacked, being dogpiled by the three of you. So, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to spend my last fate point to flip it. So it's a 27.
Your fate points reset, by the way, at the beginning of this session. So.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah. But yeah, you grab him. Do you want to hold him or do you want to like throw him or disarm him? You could take the pistol out of his hand.
Oh, I'm 100% disarming. Like
all
really,
right.
really effortlessly, like grab the weapon, take it out, and then just kind of like put it in my pack. Just be like, calm. We're just take a step back, take a breath. Everybody calm down.
Okay, so we'll get back to it in a second. So the Harrow, you can hear some sort of altercation outside because again, it's pretty open or whatever. But you made your notice check with a plus 20 bonus.
Yeah, it was an op 3. I think that's critical, isn't it?
Okay, yeah. One thing that really comes to mind is you walk down the main hall of this chapel, that there is a hollow sound below you, and you realize there must be a very large basement. And with all those success levels, you realize this is this place used to be just an entire industrial mining facility. This entire town is built on the ruins of a mining facility, essentially. That once all the ore in the immediate area got tapped out, that it just the ruins got turned into a town, and they moved all the heavy machinery elsewhere. So there's undoubtedly some sort of connection. There's there's a basement, and there's a way to sneak in there through the pipes and tunnels connecting snake through this entire town. So if you're wanting to sneak in or say plant some sort of device, that would be a good way of dealing a blow to them. So you figured that out. Now you haven't been able to map out the whole facility yet because you hear this commotion coming, but that's very obvious to you. So meanwhile, let's just go into initiative. I can't say.
It's a nice day at church, everyone.
Just a nice day at church. Let's see here. Gang, initiative 7. Who has initiative 8?
It's me.
All right, Lim, you're up first.
Bite him. You should bite him.
Oh my God.
I might. Wait.
I also have kill team now, so Rabbit can go directly after me with a +1 to their success levels on all tests.
Hell yes.
What's your initiative?
4?
Mine is
I think it's 6.
6.
Yeah,
okay.
'cause you and I go at the same time when we're.
Yeah, his is 7, so he'll be going first or after Lim. Yeah, he's fast. But yeah, Lim, what are you gonna do?
You're asking the good questions. So I'm looking. I'm sorry. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Do I still have my choke grenade?
The power of the warp.
You know, if you want a choke grenade, sure, you have a choke grenade. What do you want to do with a choke grenade?
Holy shit.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, I am absolutely furious that somebody would suggest that I, of all people, do not obviously have the favor of the Emperor. Oh. And yeah, I'm going to throw the choke grenade at my good buddy who demanded tithing.
Your good friend who is in the middle of all three of you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, he's like a foot away from you, and you want to throw a grenade at his feet.
At his face.
At his face, okay. Roll athletics, +20.
God. This is what happens when you decide that you want to play your character.
Yeah.
Instead of making good choices. I hope everyone at home is happy.
I'll give you a fate point for this act of faith. You know what? You deserve a fate point.
I actually rolled a 38.
Does that succeed?
athletics. My natural athletics is a 32, and you gave me a plus 20, so it does succeed.
All right, so you throw it right into his face and break his nose when the grenade detonates. So all of you need to make a -20 fortitude endurance test, or suffer or become stunned for 3 rounds.
Minus how much?
-20. Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
That includes you,
guys.
Liam.
I know. I'm sorry, guys. Also, when I whip that grenade into his face, I am not going to kill him because, again, we're in the house of the Emperor.
You're at the doorway. You're actually not even in the building yet. You're outside.
I don't know if that's up to you.
Yeah.
You throw a grenade and it hits him in the face.
Well, I'm not intending to kill him, but yeah, like, I just yelled, like, I am the embodiment of the Emperor's will! I am the future of mankind!
All right. Well, if you don't make the save, you're not saying that. You try to say that and inhale a bunch of gas and start choking, because it's called the choke grenade.
Okay. Wait. Oh, is it a gas grenade? I figured it was
Kara,
a
you're
rope
pepper
one.
spraying everyone.
Yeah.
It's a chemical weapon.
Oh, I see. That's why I need to make myself better now.
What did you think a choke grenade did?
I don't know. There was one that, like,
honestly,
it's
better that she knows exactly as much as Lim did.
I was gonna say it's actually pretty great.
I think it's
have
actually
this
great.
Conversation in character later. Like, what was that? It was cool.
Lim's like, they told me it was a choke grenade. I thought a rope was gonna come out of it and choke him. And they're gonna be like, "Why would you think that?" I'm like, "I don't know. You have all other kinds of weird shit."
I want to give you more fate points for that.
Copies of an ancient Earth book come out of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I don't know, other weirder stuff has happened. How was I supposed to know it wasn't going to have, like, a murder net?
All right.
This is bad, though, because I did roll a 59.
All right, so you're I'm going to say, actually, you're only stunned 1 round because you're outside and the wind is blowing. So, like, you're on top of a mountain. So it's pretty windy, so the gas is going to pass pretty quick. But you're definitely stunned.
Why does it smell like that?
Yeah, it's bad. So, Rabbit, how'd you do?
I failed.
All
Luckily,
right.
not a crit, but I definitely failed. I rolled a 42, which wouldn't have passed even without the -20.
All right, Khurt, what about you?
So I rolled a 31, which is over 30, which is my natural fortitude, but it would be 31 over 10.
Yep. Because of the whole -20, these things are really good at stunning people. That's what they're used for.
For what it's worth, everyone, I am sorry.
Wait. Oh my God. No. Actually, I'm looking at the choke grenade description.
Is it rope?
No. Do you have your filtration masks on?
We're going to say yes. Yes, we do.
Absolutely, we do, Ross.
I don't think so.
No.
We don't think so, right?
I mean, I carry mine on me wherever I go. It's just like a hat. No, Ross, I do agree that might be pushing the bounds of your patience more than I'm willing to.
All right, all of you are stunned. I'm going to say he's going to be stunned for long, but you're all stunned. People are screaming. Yeah, the civilians are fleeing because, a grenade went off at the door.
Nobody saw who did it. Nobody saw.
No, it's a fake. It's a cloud that blocks line of sight. It's you can't see through it. So the Harrow, the gang, the priest is like, "What's going on?" And some of the new gang members are rising from the fuse looking on, and they're looking and they're drawing weapons, and everyone is looking. They're getting ready, prepared, obviously expecting a raid or an attack. So you're having to duck a lot of people in order to stay untouched. So, but yeah, what do you want to do? There are other ways out of this blockhouse. You could tell that. If you duck into one of these side corridors, you could find a side door. If you just want to get out, but the front door is filled with gas. The little vestibule.
Honestly, I kind of want to take advantage of them all running up to the front to look around in some of the places that may have been more heavily guarded a minute ago.
Good luck, everyone else.
I'm terrible in a straight up fight. Like it's we'll
okay.
See what happens.
All right. I mean, there's a lot to see. So what would draw the Harrow?
Well, where's the most dense amount of guards coming from?
Right now, just in the chapel. Like I said, there were low-level gang members right in the service, in the pews, right? So you're in the chapel right now. So you can if you want to make move quickly, that's athletics. With your invisibility, you don't have to worry about people seeing you. So you can roll athletics if you just want to run around during all this. No one's going to hear your footsteps over the others, right? You know.
Yeah. Okay.
But you need to kind of duck and weave to get around people.
I think I'm gonna spend a point on that just to see if I can do any better. Hey, that actually does work. What was my athletics? Okay, barely 28 out of 29.
Damn. All right, so you avoid the gang members rushing to the front, and the other people trying to get out of the way. So you get in the back area, and you can see there's an office area where obviously the leaders have meetings and shit like that. You know, there's a lounge for gang members to hang out. There's an upstairs, and you see a hat. Well, actually, you see that there is basically a refrigerator over the hatch leading to the basement. They don't use the basement. They don't check it. So yeah, you notice that, but like you can go upstairs. You're at near the stairs, or you could go into the office, or you could like search the lounge. But yeah, people in the back area are beginning to hear this, and they're beginning to react. But these are guys that are drinking, doing drugs, and they're not, on alert. They're relaxing, so they're not.
Is there any emergency like fire alarm that I could trip?
Not that you can.
I don't know if fire is the first on.
Yeah. I was just wondering.
List.
I didn't figure, but if there was something.
There is an alarm, but it looks like out of repair. You could, if you make a tech use check, you could rig it to go.
Not my area.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
I think the last thing I want to do is take a quick look in the office.
Okay, the door is closed there, so you will have to make a stealth check to open it without drawing attention.
I don't love the odds on that.
Yeah, because there are people observing the door, and you're invisible, but when you do something
the
else,
things I do are not necessarily invisible.
Yeah,
actually, it is only me that is invisible.
So they'd see that. Well, the stealth check would be to basically watch them to see when they're not looking, and then open the door. It's a timing thing. So
yeah. I don't like my odds on that, so I think I'm going to start moving back toward the exit out front and see what's going on.
So there's a side door leading out, or you could go back towards the front door.
I think I'm going to go back. No, I'm going to go the side door and go around.
Okay, the side door. It's easy to duck out the side door without waiting. Not many people are using this particular side corridor.
Okay.
So you duck out. So meanwhile, the three of you are all coughing your lungs out. It feels like. Your eyes are burning. Your lungs are on fire. Everything hurts. And what's your priority? Getting away? Well, Lim, what are you going to? What does Lim want to do?
Lim wants to fight.
So,
Lim is absolutely
okay.
Ready to keep going for this guy. Bring it home.
Okay. Like I said, you did it outside. It's windy, so the smoke is dissipating fast. So you will get a round to act before the guard recovers, because you also beamed him in the face with it. So he was hit with a gas and beamed in the face with a grenade. So that exploded in his face. So he's like concussed. So he's having a bad day. So you can attack first. Yeah. What do you do?
Is the guard armed with an intent to kill?
He had a las pistol, but he's been disarmed. You don't know what he's doing because he's still stunned.
Did you say I was going to be stunned for a round, or did you decide to
This is a round later. Yeah, this is you have recovered first. So you can hear. Yeah, you're not really. You're aware. Yeah, so you haven't really gotten your bearings yet, but you can see the guard in front of you.
Okay, give me 1 sec. I do still have my choke grenade. Okay, this is not where I want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm mumbling to myself. My ranged is better. No, I couldn't.
Okay.
Could you?
Do I have my grapnel launcher still?
Sure, of course. Why wouldn't you?
So, and again, because I don't want to kill anyone.
Okay.
But I think I am going to use my grapnel launcher on them to probably break several ribs.
Okay, yeah. You have roll range.
This is not the direction I thought that was going.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, what do you think we were gonna do?
I thought you were gonna Fulton this man away. like attach the grapnel to him and like tie him to like the roof or something.
I don't know that that's a thing that we can do with that yet.
Yeah, because the way
you can attach him to the launcher and pull the trigger,
yeah, the way I view the grapnel gun is being set up is kind of like a Nerf gun.
Yeah, it's a pistol.
So like, so like it shoots out something at the end that's not a bullet. But it's like the hook with like the hook four parts come out and boom. So like it can't really grab onto anyone. It might be able to grab on at the end, like with the like fold in, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna fucking grapnel him for range, which is 39.
Yeah. You're just aiming the grapnel into his chest, right?
Yeah, just to hit him with it, but it's a 65. I'm still not doing well with the poison, and I do miss him. It skitters off.
Yeah. So it hits the wall behind him, and you can, as the smoke clears after you shoot that, you can see like 5 more gang members rushing up the hallway with pistols and knives drawn. And they look real fucking pissed. So,
this is the house of the Emperor. How dare you?
It's the premise of this gang. You kind of knew anyway. Khurt.
Oh boy. I am going to grab Lim by the shoulder and we're going to book it.
Okay. Roll athletics. I'll give you a +10 bonus because you're very motivated.
So that is 51 at 51.
Yeah. All right, so Lim, you get pulled off your feet as Khurt starts running, has picked you up and is carrying you away. And Rabbit, what are you doing?
Well, I was also going to pick up Lim and run because this is not a good place for us. I don't know where the Harrow went, but I trust that they can get out of a sticky situation better than the rest of us. So yeah, I'd like to leave now.
All right, yeah, you don't have to roll. You're not carrying somebody, so
yep.
Lim, I'm going to make a roll here.
No. I don't want to have to pay for my crimes.
Oh, but you have to make a decision. The decision is, did I roll an odd number or an even number?
Odd.
You guessed right. I did roll an odd number. So as you're running away, you're holding on the grapnel launcher, and the hook pulls, goes along with you, and it narrowly almost grabs the the greeter by his foot, but misses. So you don't start dragging him along with you, which would have been very awkward because you would have either had to drop the launcher or be slowed down enough that they would be able to catch up with you. But you managed to get away. And so all of you run and run and run, and the guard and the Redeemers do not chase you because they have to guard this could just be a lure to draw them away from guard. Their job is to guard the fortress, the church. So the Harrow, you see all this from a distance. And you can smell the choke gas in the air faintly. Yeah.
We didn't really need that level of distraction, but I did get a better look around, I suppose.
Yeah. In fact, you can kind of look around and kind of, if you roll an awareness check or a navigate check, you can figure out a tunnel into the basement.
Let's see. We'll go with awareness.
Okay.
Oof, nope.
Okay. You'll need to ask an expert or something. Yeah.
I am not a navigation person by nature.
Okay. So all of you regroup later, and they're probably not going to let you back in the church.
Well, on the bright side, it appears as though the
you did steal that laser pistol though.
Oh yeah,
that last pistol. Yeah. So you have that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
There does appear to be an extensive tunnel network that the church is both connected to and, so far as I could tell, does not presently make use of for their own devices. So might be a good way to access their grounds.
Do you know where it comes out at?
I do not. I mean, I know where it comes out in the building, but I can only tell from hearing the sound of the floor and finding the door near their refrigerator that they had access that they did not seem to be using. I don't know if that may be something that perhaps Lim's colleagues at the records office may have more information about, or old maps or something of that nature. But that is about the extent of what I was able to derive.
Absolutely. Definitely worth checking. And for what it's worth, I'm a pretty good navigator.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, you could go roll navigate with the +20 bonus if you go to the trade depot and you can just get access to those records. You also, I mean, I remember your patron perk is data vault access, so yeah, you can just pull up those records and figure out the route yourself.
Yeah, and then with Data Delver, half the time and advantage to retrieve information from a document or archive. So I would like to do that, and I rolled a 39 under my base of 59, so under 79 with the +20. So
yeah, you get one with those extra success levels. You find a very safe path, and actually, you figure out the reason why they don't use a basement is because there is no basement. There's not supposed to be a basement in that fortress, which means looking at these records, you can tell that there's basically that ground is unstable, which is why they abandoned it. So there must be, if it's hollow down there, then there must be this, the beginnings of a sinkhole under the chapel. So you wouldn't even take that much explosive or device to basically structurally compromise the building itself. So yeah, you don't know what's in the tunnels between there and there, but you know the route and you know why they don't use it. And yeah, that's a pretty glaring structural defect. So yeah.
Fantastic. Would it be easy? I mean, I assume it wouldn't be hard, but would it be fairly easy for us to locate explosives for
It's
job? I know, but like that's the thing, right? Is like we'd have to like, I don't know what the protocols are if you have to like, if you can just go to the general store and be like, can I get some explosives? Or
we arrived
like
in town under the premise of being here to, make good on an adamantine vein or some such. Us seeking out explosives would not be the most suspicious thing, I would not imagine.
Yeah, that would be a rapport check. I'll give you, whoever makes it a +10 bonus because you have some pull. You're able to, if you can, like, I can help you with your paperwork if you help me get some explosives for legitimate reasons.
I like how Khurt or Noah like picked up his dice, like, yep, I know I'm gonna have to make it because I'm sitting here shaking my head like, nope, not me.
Man, I can't roll for shit today. I got a 52 out of 43.
Okay. You can still get it, but it'll cost you all your, like, expense money for this adventure. So you can't buy anything else for the adventure without using your personal money.
We get expenses for this?
Well, yeah, to cover your room and board and like bribing people to let you go on planes and stuff like that. You know, and like what you use to get the crate, and all that jazz. It's a vague, slush fund because I don't want to do accounting. But the plot money has gone away because you failed the roll, but you can get it.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. You have the map to the sinkhole underneath the Redeemer's, church, and you bought the explosives. You had to use the last of your money, and actually, you know what? I'll say not only had to use all your money, you had to sell that las pistol you stole. So, yeah, but you can, so you go into the tunnels. Navigating's trivial for you up until the point where you can tell they changed it since they made the schematics. So the tunnel veers off in a different direction than what the schematics say. And you come to an intersection with multiple tunnels that aren't on the schematics. So you're kind of at a loss here. So you can roll, Rabbit, you can roll either navigate or tech use to figure this out. Actually, no, logic. Actually, roll logic.
Okay.
I'll give you a +10 bonus because you do have the maps. You can kind of figure out what happened here and what direction should I go.
That is a 62 under 74 with the bonus.
Okay. So what you do figure out is the fungus farmers that live on the cliffside have rerouted some of the tunnels in order to get industrial runoff and various liquids to help grow the fungus. And so you realize the tunnel you have to go to is the one that's the hardest to get. It's higher than you, and it's also across. And so basically, you're on the lower ground. Off to the left, there is a pipe, a massive pipe, where all this industrial runoff occasionally shoots through. And then across from you, at a higher elevation, like like 30 feet above you is the tunnel you need to get in the Redeemers. So you do have the grapnel launcher. So the real question is, though, the industrial runoff that is in between you two is coming sort of at an erratic. There's no regular cycle to it. So
I actually have something for this.
Oh yeah.
I'm assuming there was no prohibition in spending character upgrades between sessions as long as we have them, since we weren't like captured or anything this time around.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, then I am going to do some new psychic stuff.
Ooh. What ability is this called? Believe in the fungus.
Just the fungus.
Trust the fungus. No. All right. So that is challenging. So that is +0. Yeah, 1 success level. So that's not the worst. Oh, no, wait. +1 because I have the psychic focus. So 2 technically, but not important. So what I have now is Gate of Infinity, which is on page 180. And what that does is, in a mind-bending display of telekinetic supremacy, you tear a hole in reality, reach across the warp, and open another rift elsewhere in real space, connecting the 2 locations by a doorway with no physical distance between them. Choose a point within immediate range, then choose another point within 1 mile per success level of your manifest test. So I punch a hole through reality up to there. Unfortunately, Lim can't go through it.
Yeah, that's right. In fact, Lim, you'd have to tell Lim to go stand in the corner. Like, go stand in the corner so I can do my psychic bullshit.
You gotta stand over there. You got a grappling hook. You'll be fine.
You do have a grappling hook. Yeah, the 3 of you could just go through this portal time and space and teleport to the other side. Yeah, so Khurt, Rabbit, I assume you don't have any problems doing that, or do you?
No.
Or do you want, actually, before I go through, Lim, would you like me, do you want to fire your grappling hook up, or would you like me to take it across and then just lower it down to you so you don't have to shoot at us?
I mean, I want to shoot it.
Yeah, I don't think that would work that way. Like,
But you can't just disengage it and lower the other half down?
No, yeah, you have to shoot it. Yeah. This Imperium stuff is not
then
easy,
once we get up there, I'm getting out of the way.
Yeah.
I mean, couldn't we take it and then just shoot it down, and then Lim would just grab on to the hooky bit? That's the technical term, right? The hooky bit. Yeah.
And what, you're just gonna like reverse the polarity and just drag me up as fast as you possibly can?
Yeah, like a fish.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go fishing for nulls.
Fishing for nulls.
All right, so yeah, give me an athletics check there.
It's always athletics.
Well, it's the fucking obstacle course skill. Like,
hold on to the thing.
Yeah, if you were in American Gladiators, you would be rolling athletics a lot, or American Ninja Warrior, or MVC, or not MVC. What's the MX?
MXC.
MXC. That's it.
Or
Multi-Chain Elimination Challenge.
Yeah.
Or
all
Guts.
those great shows. Yeah.
Aggro Crag.
Yeah, it's the aggro crag skill.
So here's the thing, right? What is climbing?
That's athletics.
Miserable little pile.
No,
of
climbing is dex.
Oh.
Let's see. No, specialization of athletics is climbing.
Yep.
No,
Sorry,
specialization.
Swing and a miss.
I have it as dex. I have it written down as dex. Am I wrong?
I mean, the rule book specifically lists one specialization of athletics as climbing on page 93. Dexterity is pickpocketing and sleight of hand, and lockpicking, pickpocketing, sleight of hand, and diffusing.
You're right.
Yep.
Why did I have that?
You must have got a flip in your head when you were making your character.
Yeah, I must have had that as an idea and then just didn't follow up on it. That is cool.
I mean, you do get a plus. Your grapnel launcher does give you a bonus, I think. I mean, aside from letting you make it possible. If you fail, it's not going to be like. Depends on how bad they fail.
Yeah, I just don't want to die. That's what she said. Okay. Unfucking fortunate. Okay.
Grapnel launcher.
Yep. So, rolling for athletics. Holy shit. 77.
Ooh. Oh, actually, yeah, go on.
Should I spend a fate point and try to re-roll, or?
Yeah, that is a critical failure, so that's
that'll
not...
be a critical failure if you don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, So
It's not going to be great.
I'm gonna switch out my dice, y'all. I need a moment.
That's not going to be an instant death per se, but your character would take damage because if you're going into a hazardous environment and falling, and probably the critical losing the grapple launcher. So
No, I don't want to lose the grapple launcher. It is extremely important to us. Sorry, I'm just trying to find.
No, you have advantage on that because you got that you spent that session training with it.
Does that last this long?
Oh yeah, that's right. It only lasts
It's
for one
worn
session.
off.
Oh, because we didn't do stuff in between for this, did we?
Yeah, we.
I guess it doesn't
We
matter.
did,
now,
didn't we?
Yeah, we did. You did before you head out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Lim did that before you went to the agricultural town to get the second psyker. I forgot what you did for this last one. Let's see here. I think I put it in.
Okay, I re-rolled.
Yeah, you did devout worship. Yeah.
Okay, so I spent a fate point to just re-roll completely. Got some new dice. 16.
Okay.
Hey,
you make it. So all of you are up there, and it'll be a lot easier to go back since you can just make a running leap and get down to the lower level, or use the grapple launcher. And actually, with the grapple launcher, well, at least one of you can, or you could use your psychic powers again. So
the Harrow would so rather not jump that they learned how to punch a hole in reality.
That's fair. So the four of you get to the tunnel that leads to underneath the Redeemer's base, and you can see it's just this watery pit, underneath the base. There's rocks all around it, but you can tell it's only a matter of time before erosion causes this entire building to collapse anyway. You're just accelerating things. So now the floorboards are have been reinforced. Apparently they do come in every other year and add some, shorings and buttresses to try and shore things up. They're kind of aware of it, but it's very flimsy. So, who wants to... Are you just trying to take the building entirely down? So that would probably be...
I mean, do we want to combine stealing tax information and sabotage, or are we just sabotaging?
This would be enough. I mean, this is going to, dramatically weaken them because they're going to lose their base. They're not going to be able to stay here once they take it out. And they're also not going to be able to,
I'm sorry, Rabbit. I thought we were going to get to do a tax investigation, but I think it's just going to be industrial sabotage.
How boring.
So, who is going to make the roll to plant the explosives?
Everyone slowly starts looking at Khurt.
I mean, I guess the question would be is what kind of roll is that?
Yeah. Because, if it's a tech roll, right?
Yeah, tech use. Yeah, plus 10.
Okay. I could do that.
Okay.
Oh.
Ooh, that is a 10 under what would be 74 with the plus 10.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's like six success levels. Good for you.
That's amazing.
Rabbit, how bloodthirsty are you?
Ooh, I didn't... obviously, what Lim did up above, not super great, but I really didn't appreciate being accosted in such a manner.
By the body-stealing, probably fraught religion?
Yeah. So, you know what? I guess also the question is, how bloodthirsty do I need to be? Because I could be fairly bloodthirsty because these people were rude. So...
All right.
Look, Rabbit is probably autistic, let's be honest.
Okay.
There's a very, very strong sense of justice. They were rude, ergo they deserve what's coming to them. So
okay, so basically, the Harrow did scout it out pretty well, and he can kind of tell you this is here, this is here, this is here. So if you're not very bloodthirsty at all, you could go to one of the corners of the building and sort of, like a siege, just take down one outer wall, and the building's exposed and it's no longer useful.
Or you could create a huge hole where a building used to be.
Yeah, you could try and take the entire building down. You don't know. With that roll, you realize you could start a chain reaction that will cause everyone in this building to have to make some good rolls on their own or die. Or you could target the leadership and the people in the lounge and for sure take them out, but probably not, do as much damage overall because you're,
cutting off the head of an organization is always nice.
Well, you don't know who's there or not right now.
Okay, cutting off the neck and leaving the head intact is still
yeah.
nice.
I mean, any of this is going to do that, but you could minimize damage, maximize damage to the building, or maximize damage to the leadership.
Ooh. Oh man.
All of them are going to do you the job, but like you get that bonus because you rolled so well. You can choose an extra.
I'm gonna say go after the leadership because you know if there's anything that could be reused of the building, perhaps it could serve a better purpose in the aftermath.
Okay, so you plan it, and you all you set a pretty generous timer, like 15 minutes, because you want to get clear of this. You don't want to be you want to be far away from this when this goes off.
Oh yeah, I know how much I planted.
Yeah. So yeah, give me another psychic test to teleport back.
Oh yeah. Because since Lim climbed past the hole, it closed on its own.
Yeah, basically.
I have rope in my survival gear, so we can just drop a rope down.
Oh, I mean, if you...
Well, you also have to go laterally too. You can't just go. It's not just. You want to be on the other side. You want to go horizontally, not just vertically. So the rope won't help unless you
slightly
swing.
Better this time. I got 3 success levels.
Okay, I mean that's still good. So the 3 of you get across, no problem. Limb to go down. It's another grapnel check, athletics, but you get a plus 20 this time because it's easier because you're swinging down.
Okay. Athletics, swinging down. Come on. So what happens if I beef it?
You can either take damage or lose the grapnel launcher.
Take damage.
Yeah, I think we all knew where it's going.
Okay.
Yeah.
So give me a fortitude roll. Challenging to see how bad the damage is.
All right.
Challenging just means +0.
Yeah. What'd you get?
Hello, Kara?
A crit fail.
Okay.
Can I guess I have to use my other fate point?
You don't have to do anything. You
can just take it. You will get an injury.
Die.
No, you won't die. You'll take an injury though.
All right, taking an injury, guys.
All right, what is the number in the ones plate? What did you roll exactly?
77.
77. Okay.
Didn't you already roll a 77?
Yes.
All right, that's another one. Let's see here. 77 is body. So let's look at the body rolls. Legs, body. Here we go. Let's see here. You slam into the wall and you hear a snap. You drop the grapnel launcher, but it falls to the floor, so you don't lose it. And your collarbone is broken. You have a broken bone minor injury on your collarbone, which treated is like a broken bone. So someone else can give me a -10 Medicaid check.
All right.
Oh no, you get a +10 because you have your little buddy with you.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
It's just a little guy.
That's a 40 under 59.
Okay, so you don't have any shock. You can set the bone, but it's still you're still going to have. It's like a broken arm. Let's see here. Where is that? That arm dislocated. Clean break. Broken bone, minor injury. All right, so yeah, you'll have disadvantage on physical things until you get it healed.
All right.
Yep. But you managed to get clear of the explosion. You can all feel a massive rumble when the explosives go off. But when you surface, you can see that the building in the back is listing. People are pouring out of it. The Redeemers look disorganized and in chaos. Some are just scattering. Some are just leaving the gang, just defecting or deserting, more likely, because, they sense weakness. And yeah, because there's no one there to lead them. There's no one there to organize them, tell them what to do. For some reason, they were having a meeting, and all the shot callers for the gang are who knows what happened to them, but who knows why that happened. But you do make that. Yeah. So yeah, Blitzer meets up with you later on and tells you, "Good job. I'm very elegant, very vicious. I like that. You know how to get a job done." And yeah. So I do have a job for you. This is something our boss needs help with.
All right.
And I wanted some backup. I need to keep the rest of the gang here. But you can be my backup. We need to. Short is taking some very important cargo up the mountain, but it's something she has to deliver through a truck. It's a sensitive cargo, but she radioed me to tell me there's a bridge halfway up that is damaged. And she needs me to bring up some planks and some things to repair it so she can get across. And there is a cargo elevator that goes up to that height. But yeah, the only other thing to get up that high is the Hell's Bells. But I don't have any favor with him. So Hell's Bells is a stripped down Valkyrie VTOL cargo ship plane. And it is at the train depot. So yeah, we need to get up there and get that truck across the bridge. And then I'll let you in on a little opportunity. Be a lot of solars in it for you.
All right. So we just help you get
the thing is that if the cargo elevator is run by the Theta Spectres, and they're going to be suspicious. So we're going to have to run some kind of con to not let them know that this is for, we got to come up with a fake reason why we're repairing this bridge, or bribe them, or I don't know. I don't want to deal with the Spectres. You can get Hell's Bells, that would be great, but I don't have any pull with those fucking bureaucrats at the train depot.
Don't one of you have some links to the train depot?
Rabbit?
I mean, at the very least, I know how to talk to bureaucrats, but yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, we can try and pull some strings, see what we can get done for you.
Okay. I'll give you a night. You look kind of banged up, especially you over there. Blitzer looks at Lim. Yeah. There's a dock in town that will fix you pretty quick. It'll hurt, but if you have the solars, you can do it. So yeah. You have two options. You can either figure out how to deal with the Spectres and use their cargo elevator up the side of the mountain, or you can try and get that cargo ship plane, the Valkyrie. It's called Hell's Bells. It's because they painted that on the side. Yeah, decommissioned military VTOL.
I mean, I would assume trying to get pull with the train depot people and getting the VTOL would probably be the best. Although, I mean, I guess I did at least somewhat ingratiate myself with Ladim, who's with the Theta Spectres. So
it's true.
Not, terrible.
Yeah. So, yeah, Rabbit, what do you could go to the bureaucrats and see how much of a job it would be. So, yeah. You want to go and feel it out?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. We had a decent. The only people I can build rapport with, because it's not rapport at that point. It's logic. So.
All right. Well, I forgot. I haven't used this in a bit. Warhammer 40K random imperial. Oh wait, no, we have a new name generator.
Yeah, we do.
I need to use that. So it says AI is not useful. So Hunby, the HUNBY, the clerk, is like, hello, Rabbit. What do you want today? I hope those schematics were useful to you.
I love the "don't hug me, I'm scared" vibe.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm having a moment with this accent. I just kind of want Humby to keep talking so I can keep hearing you talk in this accent.
Well, I'm happy to talk to you. It's not often we get visitors here who are nice. Most of them are very mean gang members, and they threaten violence, and we have to get the RBTs to come and defend us, and it's very, very stressful. I'm just here to serve the Imperium like a good clerk. I thought I would be in a nice big hall somewhere, a building filled with papers and documents. Maybe I'd serve very well, and when I died, my skull would be turned into a little machine, the little servo skull, because I'm a faithful servant of the Imperium. But anyway, I didn't ramble on. That's why my superior said I'd be great out here, and not with him in the Imperial halls back down in the capital city. I thought he was being quite odd. This seems like a punishment rather than a good job. Anyways, how are you, Rabbit?
My face hurts from smiling so much. That was so good. Thank you. This is the greatest gift you've ever given me. Okay. Ooh, all right. I'm okay. Yes, Hunby, thank you so much. The schematics were very, very helpful. And yes, of course, it is the goal of every good servant of the Emperor to die and become a servo for the use of the Empire.
Yes. Well, Imperium, it's not Empire.
The Imperium.
Yes. It's very different. I don't know why. Xenos have empires. We have the Imperium.
But yes, they're incredibly different. Incredibly different.
Yes. I do know the Space Marines, the Astartes, when they dive, they're very good. They get put into a machine and they have to fight more, and it's very painful, but it's also a privilege. Anyways, I tend to ramble. What did you need something from me? Or did you want some corpse starch paste? I have extra.
I mean, honestly, I just want to go get some lunch with you and just hear you talk forever because you're great. But yes, sadly, I am here on a little business, and I'll give just kind of like not like go into. I mean, obviously, not giving away any of our actual intentions, but I'm gonna kind of just give like a high level like overview and kind of be like, yeah, so I was hoping we could secure a little transport with your help.
Oh yes, well we have trains. We have a lot of them. They go back and forth. If you want to go to from here back down to the city, that's all sorted. The train goes. But if you want to go somewhere else, it depends on where you want to go. We have trucks. We do have trucks. There are trucks. But there's also we have the Hell's Bells. The we're very happy with it. It's a Valkyrie. Do you know what a Valkyrie is? It's a ship. It goes up and down in the air. Anyway, it's a and there's a pilot with it. Her name is Jonas, and that's for special missions. So things that our head bureaucrat here thinks will improve our position here and help us in some way. So it's sort of at his discretion, but we can kind of take it out for a spin if it will benefit us in some way. Noble came here once and he wanted to hunt back when there was peace, and he wanted to hunt the eagles that nest in the mountains, and so he took it out and shot at them, and then he fell off of it. They got most of them back. Yes.
Harrow, how do you think Rabbit's meeting is going with the people at the train depot?
I've never been able to understand the nuances of bureaucracy. It's labyrinths of intellectual back and forth.
It's been hours.
Yeah, but I'm sure we can trust Rabbit to stay focused on task.
So Rabbit, at this point, you can, yeah, your collarbone hurts specifically.
Love all of you so
yeah,
chest hurts.
Yeah, Lim, if you want to get treatment, you have to sell something or steal something in order to get money to pay for treatment. Otherwise,
I have 5d10 solars still.
Is that from character creation or?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see here. So services. If someone looks up how much services is, you just basically need with the servo skull. You won't need like a full doctor, but you need like the tools and drugs and all that stuff. So yeah, I'll say you need. God, I can't find the section on that. I'll just say 35 solars. So if you get at least 35 on that 5d10 roll, you can just pay for it outright. Otherwise, someone's gonna have to make up the difference. But anyways, while you're thinking about that, Rabbit, make a logic check with a +10.
Okay, that is a 58 under 74.
Okay, so yeah, you realize that it's a vehicle they use ostensibly for surveying sites or important missions, right? So it's not for everyday use. So basically, I scratch your back, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. If you can figure out how this would help them in some way, they could loan it out. If you could pitch it to them in that direction. Now, you do realize that they, you could sell out the feral towns and be like, well, they're up to something and we're undercover. We can find out what criminal enterprise they're up to, because they're probably going to try and smuggle this ore off and not pay tithes on it, Or you could be like, you could lie to them and be like, oh, there's a threat and I need to go neutralize it. Or you could, think of a way to pitch it to where it's in their advantage to loan it out, and then they can do it. So, but they don't have any particular need. Or you can be like, oh God, this bridge is damaged. I've heard about it. Let me go repair it. I'll do everything on my own. That would be a little more difficult to sell, but like that would be a persuade check with like a -10. But yeah, if you make it more attractive, a deal opportunity for them, then yeah. So
okay.
You can take this back to the team and you can do that. You talk with Humby a little while more, but yeah. So yeah, just think about how you want. So yeah, I'll just say yeah, you can go back to the team and tell them so you can all think about this and act on it. But yeah, Lim, just let me know if you do have enough money to get medically treated.
So apparently at some point in time I got plus 20 solars.
Okay.
And then I rolled and I got 20. So now I have 40 solars total. How much
Okay.
did we decide that getting my bone fixed would cost?
35.
Yeah.
Sweet. So I have 5 left.
We got 5 left for lunch afterward.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Yeah. So yeah, you got enough for that and some corpse starch smoothies. Yeah, delicious with extra fungus, very thick and chunky. But yeah, so in terms of angles, someone who makes it -10 persuade or presence. Sorry, you could just pitch them on like, we'll repair your bridge for free. Don't mind why, but that'll just be they'll drop you off with the stuff. They're not going to pick you up. So with your test, also you realize once you find Short, if you have the Valkyrie there, you could just grab her and fly back to the city with it. That's the other thing. You'd be more like, "Hey, I'm with the Inquisition, or I'm with the this is a special secret mission. I'm a secret squirrel spy, and I need this help." And yeah, you could serve the Imperium. Yeah, it depends on what kind of risk you want to take.
Yeah, I mean, I do have the ability to like doctor paperwork, right? So
Mhm.
like I could go back to the team, could, do whatever we need to do to be like, all right, look at Humby. Like, we're after somebody. I'm going to be straight with you. We're after somebody. And we just need to go up, get them, and leave and see how that goes. But if anybody else has a good idea, I think that might be the quickest, theoretically. But, that assumes an awful lot of other things go exactly the way we need them to. So
I mean, I think they're definitely going to need something else out of us.
I mean, okay, so here's the thing. Hunby
Mhm.
likes me, right? We had a decent chat, and I'm nice enough. So I think that he could probably make a pretty good case for us. Or I mean, maybe he'd like if we go with an idea, he might be able to give us advice on how to make it a little bit better.
Mm-hmm. Especially if it forged paperwork, that would definitely go a long way.
All
right. What did we say that was? Was that a lore check to forge it? Yeah.
Probably. Or logic. They're both the same.
Okay. Well,
me,
yeah.
So.
Yeah. Roll lore. Yeah.
That is a 53 under 64.
Okay. What do you want it to say?
Well, I guess this is a question. Do we want it to like? Do we want to have papers that like show that we're part of like the Inquisition, but like that we're like looking for a specific person?
I think the Inquisition is a pretty heavy hand to lay. Might want to something a bit more vague but useful. Special investigative team, something of this nature.
Okay. Do we want to try and like? Okay, so Imperium Special Forces, a special investigative team.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to like? Would it be important to have like? I mean, essentially like a warrant, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like think like a bounty paper for this person, right? And we can just say we have information that this person's up here.
There is a question of how secure what we say to these people to get access to the ship is. How likely it is to leak out and perhaps warn our query.
Well, the thing is, Hunby is in they're in the Adeptus Administratum, where your patron is too, right? So if you actually use your real patron's name, that will open a lot of doors. Like you have that influence, right? So with the forged paperwork, you could just say, and you made your lore check. So yeah, you could a serious criminal, not like an inquisitor, not like a treasonous thing, but a tax. It always comes down to tax money, right? Like someone a tithe evader, and you're trying to catch him, and this is administratum business. So they would be like, oh yeah, here you go, good luck, and they would have your back, So yeah, I would say the forged paperwork gives you plus 20 on the presence check, but someone will still have to make it.
Okay, not me. Khurt.
Whose presence is what? What do you got for presence, Khurt?
37.
Oh, then it should probably be me. Actually, I have 45.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah, you've got good presence. I have good rapport.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do not have either one of those. So while everyone else is talking, I'm just, watching.
Lim is just like slurping noodles or something.
Yeah, I'm just slurping noodles because I am somewhat chastised. I would never admit it, but I'm chastised at having learned my lesson multiple times today on maybe why I don't take the lead. The Emperor gives us all our special abilities, and this is apparently not one of mine. So I'm just.
Well, when you encounter Short, you're going to be necessary to down for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to be on him like white on corpse rice.
Amazing. There's corpse rice now. Yeah. So Harrow, you approach.
Yeah, I have this fancy document.
Let's see here. The head bureaucrat here is called. Let's see. He's Hogby. Hello, I'm Hogby. I'm the head bureaucrat. What's all of this?
What? What's all this then?
Yep.
All right, that is a 50 under 65. So Harrow comes in. It's greetings. My compatriots and I are here under the seal of Ignatius Vervium, and we seek your aid in shining the Emperor's light unto nefarious doings and those who seek to escape what they owe to the Imperium hiding within the mountains.
Oh my goodness, a tithe evader. Terrible, terrible business. We hate them tithe evaders, don't we, Ombi? Oh, yes, we do. They're terrible. They're just awful people. And please take Hell's Bells and capture that person. Yes, do you need Chunus, our pilot, or do you have a pilot yourself? So this is not, you don't have to roll. You can get the pilot if you want. You do know, obviously, if you take the pilot, you don't have to make any rolls piloting.
I mean,
yourself,
how good was your piloting?
Yeah.
I do want to remind us all that for some obscure and confusing reason, Lim can pilot. She doesn't know what the sky is, but she does know how to drive sticks. So there you go.
No, so what is your pilot score?
46.
Way better than mine.
I mean, better than mine, definitely. But we might want to go with a pro just because.
Because I have a broken bone.
Well, I mean, you got that fixed. It still hurts, but you don't have disadvantage anymore. The main disadvantage of having the NPC pilot is the NPC pilot isn't going to do anything like obviously dangerous or suicidal, and they're going to try and keep the ship intact, right? They're not going to be like, ram that ship into that truck. They're not going to do shit like that. Whereas as a player character, they do whatever the fuck they want, as we've found out. So.
Yeah, sorry.
So, all right, but you get Chunus the pilot. And you get the planks, and Blitzer wants to come with you, so you have to pass Blitzer as an undercover, investigator. You will load up the materials into the Valkyrie, which has been it's a battered old ship. It's Khurt. You're surprised this thing still flies. It has definitely been repaired so many times. It's basically a different Valkyrie at this point.
The Valkyrie of Theseus.
Yeah. And the Chunus, the pilot, kind of looks agog at Blitzer. It's not his job to question anybody about this. And Humby and Hogby look at you and nod and so do the Emperor salute as you fly off into the distance.
Did we get an answer on whether or not they're related, like they're twins or something?
Did you ask?
I didn't ask.
Yeah. I just feel like looking at them, did they look similar?
They do look similar, yes.
Okay.
If you would like, I can invade their minds and see if I can find that answer.
That's all right.
I mean, I think that any answer besides siblinghood is going to open doors that are upsetting.
Hogby does look noticeably older than we like. So, yeah.
Are they father and son?
May December romance.
Maybe just one aged really fast.
Yeah. You don't know. You didn't ask. Humby never talked about it. Yeah, I mean, he talked about so many other things. But, yeah, you all fly to the side of the mountain. And you all get up very high up. You lose sight of the town below you. And you fly for an hour up these treacherous mountains. And Chunus is a pro. He's expertly dodging between these mountain peaks. And there's just this windy mountain spiraling up to the top of the mountain. But there is a bridge, and it's mostly intact. but you really need it to be more than mostly intact for a big ass truck to get across it. And you can see the truck driving very slowly and very with intent, like a very precise driving. And you see your target driving the truck. Short is driving. There is an old man with her. Just they're both covered in sweat and filth. It looks like they've gone through absolute hell just to get this far. The truck is a canvas cover on it, so you can't see inside. But the way they're going, I mean, Khurt, you've seen this before. These are people driving unstable explosives. That is very, old, unstable explosives. But yeah, you can land in front of the bridge and offload the materials. And the problem is that there are 5 skill checks to make to repair this bridge. One of which is one has to be notice, one has to be athletics, and one has to be logic. And then the other 2 can be in those skills or some other skill that would make sense. You can also substitute, but basically you have to figure out where to put the materials, put them into place, and also just navigating, because there are holes in the bridge, and it is a bridge over a very, you don't want to look that far down. It's bad. So yeah, and also anybody going on the bridge is going to have to make a fear check, discipline check, to not be spooked out, because it's very scary.
So you said it was awareness, logic, and what was the other one?
Yes,
athletics.
Yeah, athletics. I would allow dexterity for one of the other 2 skills too.
Huh.
So you can all do a check, and then one person makes the second check, or one person can make multiple checks. At least 2 people have to make checks. I'm gonna say one person cannot do it all. There is at least one part where 2 people have to do something at the same time, like lay a plank out, and it's too long for a single person to hold up. So yeah, just kind of describe. This kind of freeforming. It's a half repaired, half broken bridge. You're repairing it with all these planks. What do you want to? How? Just describe, narrate what that looks like to us.
Well, my logic and athletics are trash. I'm very aware though, and I'm difficult to frighten. So
I am too, actually.
So yeah, in order to make any of these checks, you have to be on the edge, on the bridge. So you have to make the.
I'll go ahead and just
All right.
Harrow's just heading onto the bridge.
All right, first discipline for the fear.
I have a specialization for fear.
Rabbit and I are drilled.
Oh shit. Okay, I'm spending. Ooh. I don't know if it's a good idea. I only have 1 fate point left.
If you fail, then you have disadvantage on this next test.
I think fuck it. Yeah, no, I'm gonna use my fate point and re-roll that because that is trash. There we go. 61 under 65. Still not
there
great.
You go.
But
you're not scared.
Yeah.
So
right.
Rabbit and I get advantage on this.
And we gain
because
+1
you
to
have
discipline tests.
Your little battle buddy stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, both of you.
Oh, that's a 10, baby.
Yes. Advantage is flipped to succeed, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yes.
All right.
Is that fortitude?
Discipline.
Discipline is right above fortitude.
Discipline. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Then yes, that is 28 under 42.
Well, good thing you had advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
Oh,
could have used
yeah.
that myself.
So first off, the Harrow. Yeah. So please describe what it looks like when you walk out onto this broken ass bridge that's swaying slightly in the wind. What does that
The
look
Harrow's
like?
just, their sort of flowing cloak coat thing that they wear is flapping in the breeze. I don't remember how often I've actually described the Harrow, but they have either black hair streaked with red or red hair streaked with black. It's kind of hard to tell. And it's just sort of whipping around, and they, walk sort of casually, looking over the edge every once in a while to see how far down is.
And now, don't give me that awareness check to spot
dice.
what needs to be fixed and what.
Whoa!
looks,
Okay,
yeah.
thank you, dice. 7.
All right, that is 1 down. You figure out what you need to do.
Yeah, the Harrow sort of walks out onto the bridge, looking like not especially bothered, and looks around and just sort of points at a few places.
All right, next up, Khurt and Rabbit. You could also
I assume Rabbit would want to use logic if that's
Yeah, that's yep. Because of course I can be like, no, don't put it there. You're gonna if you put it there, it's actually gonna cause more problems than if you do it over here first. Do it here. It's gonna make it easier to do the next one because of whatever rambly bits I start talking about.
Okay, I guess I will be the athletics person.
You have to go farther out and take these planks out and lay them down and attach them to the bridge.
I will have to re-roll that.
Yeah, my question is, what happens if it doesn't succeed?
Depends on how bad it is.
Well, currently it's an 85, but I could use a fate point and flip it, and then I pass.
That's pretty bad. It's not a crit failure though, so you don't go clear over the edge, but you would be not entirely on the bridge anymore. Is how failures work.
Cool. Then I'm gonna flip it, and I pass with a 58 under 64.
All right. How about you, Khurt? 2 successes.
Neither of mine passed. They're both 50 something.
Okay. So yeah, you lay the planks down, and then you slip, and you catch yourself, but you are dangling over the edge, holding onto a steel cable, and that's not great. So yeah, someone can help you, or you can try and wait for someone else to come over and free you or grab you. Rabbit's close enough to do it without having to make a check to get to you, but the Harrow and the limb are far away. Or you could make another roll. Yeah, sorry, yeah.
No, I like that. That's funny.
Yeah.
I would suggest Rabbit make a go of it, and if you two can't make it, I can make a portal, but I would rather not do that.
Yeah, no, for sure. Since I'm closest, obviously gonna get to him as fast as possible and try and get him back up.
So both of you can roll athletics, and both of you will get a +10 bonus. This is a little easier because both of you it's teamwork.
Oh my Christ! I got a 72.
Well, you're not trying. Your limb is or rabbit is doing this. So
sorry.
Yeah. Did you critically fail, Khurt?
I got a 55.
All right, Rabbit. What'd you get?
71.
Oh no! Yeah, things go from bad to worse. Let's see here. Yeah, Khurt, you're holding on to Rabbit's leg, dangling over the edge, and Rabbit, you are holding on to the steel cables on the side. This is like a suspension bridge kind of thing. So yeah, it's not good. Both of you give me discipline checks. This is kind of life and death shit.
Of course, I get a 10 on that.
Yeah, no, I got a 19. Like, no fucking joke.
Yeah, you're focused.
Look, it's if you're not dangling over a chasm and staring death in the face, what are you even doing with your life?
Exactly. Yeah.
Is it bad that I'm slightly disappointed that you both passed? Because it would have been extremely great to have one of you screaming hysterically like a girl just the whole time. I was really looking.
It had been Khurt, to be honest.
Yeah, I know. Wouldn't that be great?
All right. Are you going to use
I'm gonna rip a hole in space to save my friends because still need them. I am not that tough.
Thank you. That's what a glowing recommendation. I guess I'll do it because I need them.
I need them for
39 under 60, so that is 4 success levels.
Yeah. All right, so you succeed.
Yeah, I make a hole under them and one next to me, portal style. And if they just let go, they will land back where I am.
And you made your fear check, so you know this is true, so you don't, hold on irrationally. Yeah, so both of you get to safety that way. Short and Blitzer are, visibly surprised by this. But I'll count that as a successful check. You did place the planks. There are only 2 checks are left, and any number of skills can work for that. Dexterity, for example, Lim, if you want to go out next.
Okay.
So first you have to make a discipline for fear.
What is my discipline? It's not too bad. It's
okay.
I don't want to play any. Wait, this is the wrong dice.
Okay.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Did you get your 10s and 1s flipped or what?
No, I actually grabbed an 8 instead of a 10.
Nice.
So I'm like, I failed. I'm like, wait, that's That's the wrong number.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to take this failure in my life like everything else. Okay, 17.
All right, yeah, you're cool like a corpse starch cucumber, and
To make everything out of it.
on this planet they do. It's delicious.
Yeah, cool like a hot corpse starch broth from a cheap vendor. Okay, Dex.
Yeah, dexterity. You need to like lean under the bridge and like pull some cables under between planks to reinforce them, that kind of thing. So it requires finesse work, tying knots and setting, precision welding and that kind of thing. So
Okay. All right, let's do this.
you've wanted to use dexterity so much.
I've wanted to use it so much. I'm going to be crushed if I.
The silence is deafening.
My dex is 51. I rolled a 53.
Ooh, if you have a fate point, you can flip that.
I think I have one last fate point, actually. I will use it and put myself at 0.
All right, you can still burn the ones you have left if your character's about to die. So yeah. But you succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I have to step away because I have to pay for my house. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Sorry.
Yeah. So next up is anybody. Any skill that would make sense for repairing a bridge.
I was gonna say my best skills are melee, ranged, and stealth.
Punch the bridge into existence. What's the problem?
Yeah, Minecraft
We don't need
rules.
no stinking hammer. We can just punch it all in place. What about tech use?
Yeah, it's a bridge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bridges
It
are
is technology. Yeah.
They're not naturally occurring.
So
Sure.
well, sometimes.
Yeah. They're those trees.
It's not a bridge.
Oh.
You tell that to the land bridge.
Oh, here's the pedantry. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
So it's not a crit fail.
Mm-hmm.
God, we are shit tonight.
I rolled an 80 over 64.
Okay. You don't have to fall over the side. For tech use, I will say that you want to probably I don't know, what would it would be like welding it or something, right? Like you have to turn something on. And so you could just be burned by
You have to turn the bridge on to make it work.
Well, also, it has like an anti-grav thing to help it stay up. So so
You get gravity burned.
Yeah, you get gravity burn, so you can take an injury for that on the hands. Yeah, that would make sense. So I will treat this as a sliced hand. It's a burned hand, and I'll just say you have disadvantage on anything using your primary hand. So
Awesome. Rad.
Yeah.
Love that.
but you do it.
Hooray. I'll take it.
So at this point, all of you can cross the bridge and wait for Shorit to cross it. So Shorit and the old man gets in front of the truck, and he is guiding the truck as the bridge creaks under the weight. And all of you just sweat bullets because that's your target on a truck full of high explosives on a precarious bridge that you just repaired and nearly died multiple times to repair.
Tangerine Dreams intensify.
Yes. Starts was a very good movie. I rewatched the bridge scene just for this.
Really, I couldn't have.
Yeah, and he is getting under it and looking to just inches just to make sure it precisely goes over the planks. And at one point, the old man falls between the planks, catching himself. He's dangling from the bridge. So one of you could the truck is far enough along the bridge that you could guide it without having to go out on the bridge. You don't have to make a roll for that. You're all pretty alert, and it's just. But the old man is dangling there. Are you just going to tell the truck to keep going and let the old man hang there? And maybe if he's still there, he could pull himself up. The truck is going over him unless you tell it to stop, and then you try and reach over and pull him up, which is obviously athletics. Now, if each person, more than one of you, can go there. And that'll give the person with the highest athletics a plus 20 bonus. But obviously, a crit failure is going to be bad. A regular failure with two of you wouldn't be too bad. But up to two of you could try to save this old man's life. I will give a fate point to both people who risk their life to save this old man.
All right, let's do it, gang.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, military, like, you've gotta protect the innocent or some shit. So sure.
That's
Well, in 40K.
Hey, look. I also keep in mind, in addition to that, the blood of martyrs is the seat of the Imperium, right? So like, understand, but like, he's not a martyr; he's just an old man. So like,
All
time
right.
and a place.
All right. Both of you rush over selflessly. Khurt, I believe you have the higher athletics.
yes.
So you get a plus 20 on that, thanks to Rabbit helping you.
Well, where all sheets go? There we go. Plus 20 to my athletics. All right. That is a 25.
You save the old man's life. Both of you get a fate point. So not permanently, but yeah, you recover a fate point. And you pull him out there and the truck makes it across. And so Short stops the truck and gets out and it's like,
not on the bridge, right? Not on the
no,
bridge.
no. After, yeah. We're not. Yeah, it just looks like, thank you. Blitzer radioed me ahead that she had found some ringers to help out. This is going to be a huge payday. Thank you for saving. What's the old man's name? George's life.
George.
Yeah.
Yeah, Georch. That's
like torch,
name.
but with a J. Yeah.
My denim torch.
Yeah. And but we need to get going, there's going to be a huge payday in for it. So the truck gets going before you all get back into Hell's Bells to... Actually, that's the thing. Do you want to jump in the truck with them? Or there's room in the back, or you could jump in the back of the Valkyrie and meet them up on top of the mountain. Blitzer is like indicating that she wants to go in the Valkyrie.
Do we split up or do we all go in one or the other?
In fact, all of you can roll. I believe there's an intuition skill.
I think so, yeah.
Sounds right.
Yep, I have intuition.
Yeah. I'll give you plus 10. She's being pretty blatant about this.
Oh,
mine's 5.
Oh, well, great. I rolled a 75, so...
I critically fail. I have no idea.
Yeah, you have no idea. Well, yeah, you, Khurt, realize Blitzer wants to make a side deal with you.
Okay. I'll go with Blitzer.
Well, like with all of you, like she. In fact, with a 5, you realize Blitzer wants to pitch. Let's kill. If we kill Short and the old man, we get more money. So let's get just wanting to betray your boss. Classic. Yeah.
All right. Need Short alive. So I
mean, couldn't we just?
I think we should tell Short. We tell Short and it's like, hey, your lieutenant is going to turn on you.
Look, the lieutenant simply wants Short out of the way.
Yeah. And so, like, if
we don't care about Short is our payday. So how about we just remove Short and then Lieutenant Blitzer gets to take point, not have to split anything with us, and we're just out.
Yeah.
Sure. And the probably still going to want to kill the old man, I guess.
The Harrow doesn't seem to care one way or the other.
I did just save the man's life. I feel like that's a little...
No.
Let's talk to Blitzer about it.
Obviously, all you have to do is just open up a portal accidentally right underneath him, and wherever it opens up...
It's only within, I can only make a portal near me and a portal within
a
mile radius or so.
All of you jump in the Valkyrie to go with Blitzer to the top of the mountain, so you have a bit of time before you rendezvous on the mountaintop. And Blitzer's like, look, it's simple. This is a mother load, but fewer shares means more for each person. And especially now that you have the Valkyrie, we could get as much as this thing can carry and just go straight to the train depot. That's going to be enough. We can cut the rest of the gang out. We can cut her out. We can cut that old ass or bastard out. We can cut everyone out but ourselves. And give, of course, the bureaucrats their own cut. Just tie whatever.
I return.
So you're all, so Lim, you're on the Valkyrie, and Blitzer's trying to make a deal to betray her boss Short to take all the adamantium ore for yourselves, because she doesn't realize what you want with Short. Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah.
You said your piece. We don't care about the adamantium.
What?
We're here for Short.
God damn it, of course. You're too
Yeah, we're
competent to
short.
be fucking. Goddamn, of course you're bounty hunters. You're too fucking competent to be anything
we're
else.
perfectly fine with removing Short from the equation and you not splitting anything with us, so long as you don't impede our activities in claiming our quarry.
Oh, in that case, hell yeah, I'm sure.
And don't touch the old man. I almost died trying to save his life. I'd really hate for you to frag him after all that.
Fine. I don't want bounty hunters pissed at me. But you're gonna take Short out for sure, right? Are you trying to capture
Short, and we leave on the Valkyrie.
Okay.
We have someone who needs Short.
All right. Fine. Fine. If I don't get the Valkyrie, that's fine.
If we simply wanted Short dead, we could have done something on the bridge.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't know if you needed her head or something.
No, we need her alive.
Okay. Yeah, I'll back whatever play you make. She trusts me, and she'll trust you because you're outsiders. Yeah, this will be good.
So
do you know anything about Short? Background, particular skills?
She's a psyker, I know that.
Okay.
We know that too.
Do you know of what specialties she has? Anything?
Let's see here.
I'm sorry, was Short a she or he? I forgot.
Short is a she.
Okay. Second guess myself.
Yeah. She.
If you do not know, I understand.
But she can move stuff without touching it. I know that.
Okay. Well, here's what we need from you.
Oh, in fact, she kind of did that's why I wanted some help. She actually did that thing that you did. I've seen her move people between spaces.
At the very least, telekinesis. All right.
Yeah.
We need her distracted enough that we can get our friend here close to her and then get her apprehended.
Limb waves.
Okay. Yeah, Lim, you did stay away from Short when you stopped to talk, just so she wouldn't be queued up. That's. I mean,
here, Lim. This may be useful. I reach into my pack of equipment and retrieve our good friend Bomb Collar.
Oh yeah.
I love Bomb Collar.
Well, you did have the closest relationship to it of any of us for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, yeah, all of you rendezvous on the mountaintop, which has been already strip mined flat to a degree, but you can see there's been some wreckage there. Clearly, some sort of conflict happened a while ago, and there is this pit. This is on fire. Promethean explosion. Or Prometheum fuel tank exploded, and they're trying to blow it up so they can dig under it and get to the ore. And yeah, you can see the truck. And let's see here. Logic check. Rabbit, you can give me a logic check to figure out the best tactical way of doing this.
63 under 64.
Ooh. All right. Success is a success. So yeah, Limbs, you're smoking your ace in the hole, right? Like you need to get Lim as close as possible to her, Short, in order to, fuck up her powers. And so really you need to land away from her, out of psychic. Like ideally you place Lim away and then you all go up and join her, but that's going to be pretty obvious. So, but you made your check. So you realize, the truck is turning here, won't see the place. So Lim, the Valkyrie can't fully land, but if you can jump down from 30 feet up.
Yeah, with an athletics check.
Yeah, you know what? I'll say it's stop, drop, and roll. You can use dexterity to break your fall. And then you'll be able, then the rest of everyone else can land over here. And then you have the perfect opportunity to sneak up on Short.
Is everyone excited to watch me fall?
It's only 30 feet. Even on a critical failure, you will not break your neck.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
You'll just break your leg.
It's going to be great.
Yeah. I'm sorry I said that. I jinxed it.
I believe in the power of hope. Put it that way. I believe in the power of dice and hope. Okay. Are you ready? Am I going to do it now? All right. One of y'all fuckers wasn't believing hard enough.
Oh, no. Was it a regular failure or a critical failure?
Yeah, it's 87.
Okay. Regular failure. So, yeah.
Just like me.
I will say that does 5 wounds to you. So it hurts.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
But you don't have an injury. You don't break a leg or an ankle or anything. So it hurts. But you get up and you can stealth behind Short.
I can because I have stealth, so I get, shake it off.
Yeah, there's like rocks and like broken machinery up on here, so there's like things to duck behind. Plus, it's extremely dusty. It's a wet mountaintop. There's dust being kicked up, and there's smoke from a fire. There's a lot of things to break line of sight. So even though it is daytime,
I'm stealthing. I don't know what to do, y'all.
Oh no! I'll give you a +10 because you do have a lot of stuff. Would that make a difference?
No, I have a 74.
Out of
my stealth naturally is a 51.
Okay.
I don't want to play no more, y'all. It's bad. I think this roof is cursed.
So you're on the mountain. So the rest of you are on the mountain peak. You've landed the Valkyrie. Short and the old man are getting the explosives out, and that's when Short, like, all of you realize that Lim is in a bad position, but has gotten close enough to Short that Short feels her presence, and she's like, "What the fuck is that?" And she's taking out her gun, which is a plasma pistol. And so this is a setup, and so she's getting real paranoid real fast. So I will say her initiative is also 8 because she is a rogue psyker. So the old man is not going to help her, though. You do outnumber her, so she is not going to shoot first, but she is demanding answers, and she's pointing a pistol at Blitzer, and Blitzer's like, "Just be cool. It's nothing. I don't know what you're talking about." And let's see how Blitzer does on her presence check to bullshit her rapport. With a 16, she's actually doing pretty good. So, yeah, the rest of you are being held at gunpoint, but there's, 3 of you, well, 4 of you. The pilot's staying with Valkyrie. He's not involved. So the 4 of you, there's a lot. She can't be covering you all at once. She's moving the gun back and forth. She's focusing on Blitzer. So yeah, what do you do?
I would like to stealth.
Okay.
Now you try it.
I would like to try and stealth around behind the Short, if possible.
Okay. I'll say it's a -10 because she's alerted.
All right. Well, that is a 16.
Oh.
Under 34.
Okay. So there's a cloud of dust that comes, at an opportune time, and you duck into cover and start trying to flank her. And you're not behind her yet, but you're off to the side. And so she loses sight of you. I'll say this is sunset, so it's still sunlight, but like it's getting dark, and pretty soon it will be dark. But there's like truck headlights, and the Valkyrie has spotlights. Stuff like that. So there's the fire. So there's light, but it's not.
And the glow of her plasma pistol.
Yeah, it's definitely ready to fire. So at the same instant, the Harrow, what are you going to do? You're a ways off from her, but yeah.
I don't have anything especially good. I mean, are we within?
I'll say you're in different zones because you're in an adjacent zone, but like if a grenade went off at your feet, it would not hit her, and vice versa. So yeah.
I don't really have much at the moment, so I think what I'm going to do is something to also cause problems, but I have not purged warp charge at all this session, and I'm getting really close to when things will get bad for me, and so I would prefer to see what happens when I just purge it here in this tense situation.
Cool. You see you purging?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay. I've been binging, and it's time for the other half of that.
Oh no!
I very much like the idea that you are emotionally dropping trow.
Okay, I succeed, so that's good. Let's see, 31 under 60, so that's 3 success levels. So it removes my warp chart success levels plus willpower bonus, which is 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, good. That clears me completely. Back to 0. That's nice. And some weird shit happens. Let's see. What does psychic phenomena? Sorry, I've forgotten. I usually do this when we're not stressed and the rules are different.
Sure.
When you successfully purge, roll once on the psychic phenomena and add plus 10 for each warp charge. Oh, so I add plus 70. Okay, this will be fun.
Oh.
High numbers on this chart make things get real fucking strange.
Ooh.
Okay, so that's 124.
What page are you at that?
Oh my god.
What page are you on?
164. And it is Psychic Breakthrough. Roll again on this table, re-rolling results of 101 plus, and apply both the standard and lingering effects. Oh,
you just missed Perils of the Warp. You just missed that.
Yeah, thankfully.
Yeah.
That would have been real bad.
Uh-huh.
All right.
I kind of wanted Perils of the Warp, but yeah.
Results. Okay, so I'm assuming I still had the plus 70, so we
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's the same roll.
Way.
So we might still get the perils.
Yep. We do get perils, everybody. Okay. Something has gone wrong. Roll again on the perils of the warp table. Let's see what happens. So this doesn't have the bonus, I think. It's just the... Oh, wait, does it? Hold on.
Yeah, because it goes up to 171 plus.
Okay, so yeah, it's probably still got the bonus.
Oh my god.
Right. Now we're getting spicy.
Are we now, as one would say, cooking with gas?
Yep. Oh my god. The results
warp?
get real fucking bad.
Yeah, they're not great. They're not great. That's for sure.
No.
Oh no. What did you get?
134, which is Cataclysmic Blast.
Oh, no.
I gain 3 corruption. And another thing happens. Power erupts forth from me in great arcs of coruscating energy. You and all other characters within short range suffer a hit that deals 3d10 energy damage. And I am also now naked.
Yeah.
Destroyed.
So wait, well, before that goes off, Rabbit was also doing something, because at the same instant, Khurt is sneaking away. Blitzer's trying to talk Short down. Rabbit, what are you doing before you know that this is happening exactly? But what is your go-to move? I should have asked everybody with the moves before you rolled all this, but yeah.
I'm not stealthy in any way, shape, or form. So I was also going to try and calm the situation down, because apparently that's my role today. So yeah, I was just, hey, it's calm down. No need to, no need for any of this. It's all fine. It's all fine.
Yeah, roll presence or rapport, whatever's higher, with a plus 20 bonus because Blitzer already succeeded.
Well, they're the same, and that's a failure. 56 over 45 with a plus 20.
Okay, so you're kind of confusing Short at this point. And she's pointing a gun at you, and then he's like, "What the fuck?" as the Harrow explodes. So
how close is Lim to the Harrow?
Lim's far away. That was the problem. She was just in psychic detection, or like close enough that Short felt her presence.
Ross, I feel like this is I feel like the damage roll is something you should roll. Yeah.
I'll roll for each player separately.
Honestly, I was kind of hoping for Demon Host, but
Demon Host would have been that would be you burning a fate point. Yeah. So Eye of Terror would have been really cool, but that would have been the camp. Yeah. Demonic Emergence actually would have been fun. You just have
that would have been a good one.
Yeah. All right. So let's do Blitzer first. So let's see.
Oh, we're not going to do me first?
You don't want this one. That one is 18 wounds. So I think she's just dead. I don't know if you go down to zero. I don't know if you go instantly dead at 0 or if you're just bleeding out.
If it works like Warfurp, you just start taking critical wounds. And how far beyond your wounds, how far beyond 0 gives you a certain amount of bonuses to your critical wound rolls.
Okay. All right. So she is definitely knocked out and suffers some sort of critical wound to the body, probably shattered ribs or something. It's not good. And all right, so I'm trying to think who else is the NPC. Yeah, the old man and Short are also in this. So
I like the levels of cascading failure that all of us have had today.
Wow. Short's still up. She only takes 9 wounds, and she had 14 to start with. So she is still up and about, although that is not a good wound for her. So she's staggered by it for sure. Let's see about the old man. 11 plus 6. 17. Oh, yeah, he's down. Now we're going to do you.
Don't forget, you can burn fate points to not die.
Yeah, 9 plus 6. 15.
For me?
Yeah.
I somehow survive by burning up fate points.
Yeah.
You see like energy crackle and boil around me, destroying everything that I am carrying, leaving me naked, which shows a lot of strange scarification and symbols carved into most of the Harrow's body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then not doing great.
Let's see here. Rabbit. How many fate points do you have left?
I have 1. I can burn up to 2.
Okay, you can burn up to 2. Well, that's good because that's 21 damage.
So,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, exceeding maximum wounds. If you suffer wounds that exceed your maximum wounds, you suffer a critical wound. Determine the hit location and make a severity roll. To do so, roll 1d10 plus the excess damage. So however much it takes you past 0 or beyond 0, and consult the appropriate critical wound table for the hit location to determine the wound.
Okay, yeah. It's like 1 is head, 6 through 10 is body. So yeah.
Mine would have been. You said add the excess damage.
Roll the 1d10 plus excess damage. So if it's like you took 10, but you had 5 left, you would take 5, add 5 to the d10, and then
okay, I think that I had 4 to mine and I rolled a 1, so that's right leg.
All right, so that's 21 wounds for you, and then finally Khurt. Ooh, not good. Even 20.
Okay, so that's gonna be.
Sorry guys,
8.
I was not expecting that.
Lim, you're fine. you're I mean, you would have been fine even if you were point blank range. It cannot hurt you. So Short has definitely struggled stunned. So
Kara, you are muted. I don't know if you know this.
Am I back?
Yes.
There you are.
Okay, sorry. No, the chaos energy arcs out and around, striking everyone. They knocked off their feet. There's scream. There's bleeding. And in the center of it, the tiny woman who is perfectly calm and sanguine.
Yeah, Lim, you could just walk up to Short and just put the bomb collar on her and tell her not to do anything or she's going to blow up. Like she's wounded enough that she's not going to be able to get up immediately and fight you off. The plasma pistol is definitely knocked out of her hand.
Actually, don't forget, everyone, if you are choosing to burn a fate point, you can just avoid all damage through miraculous means.
Yeah, your little neck, the Aquila necklace just absorbs all the damage. It's a miracle. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, the Emperor protects.
Yeah.
What location did you hit me at for the critical wound?
Well, I rolled 20 damage because it was 3d10. I guess the location is the ones place of so 134, right? So 4 would be the left leg by default, I guess, unless it was based on the excess damage plus a d10. That'd be a separate roll. So I haven't rolled the critical hit roll. You can roll that. Yeah.
I'm gonna say now I'm going to burn a fate point because I can only take 6 more wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that the excess is 15.
Ooh.
And for pretty much everything, if I get hit in the leg, I would need to roll 20 to be dead. But, body, I only have to hit an 18.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd rather not be, as it says here.
What do you roll just to see what it would be?
That's what I'm doing. I want to see what I would do.
I do want to see. I am incredibly curious.
So roll d10 and add your excess wounds to it. Yeah.
Okay. And which chart was this going under? I'm sorry.
Well, I have the hit location on here. Just tell me what number you get on a d10.
8.
8 is body.
8 is body. Okay.
8. So 8 plus 15 on body is 23. So that's torn apart.
Torn apart. Yeah. You are split in 2 or otherwise torn apart.
Yeah.
Creatures within short range are showered in blood and gore. You are dead.
Yeah.
Like I'm burning a fate point. I'm burning a fucking fate point.
I also rolled an 8, but I only had 8 excess.
So that would be 16.
16.
Injured spine.
Injured spine.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, mine was right leg, and I had 4 excess.
4 excess, and what'd you get on your D10?
A 1.
A 1. So that's 5. Dislocated knee.
Sorry,
Yeah.
that's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah, dislocated knee.
Dislocated knee? Are you fucking? Are you?
No, I'm still burning the fate point because it was my dipshittery that did this.
I would
No.
get literally torn apart,
Yeah.
and you would just dislocate.
It's the eye of the
me?
storm, baby. You're safe in the eye of the storm.
That's
It's
some
everything
fucked
around
up
the
bullshit
eye.
right there.
Keep in mind, we can take anyone who burns a fate point. We take no further part in the current encounter. So
Yeah, this is all Lim. Lim gets to decide how this winds up because Lim is the only one is last person standing. Like Lim would have been fine regardless because Lim was immune to all that shit, but you're just out of rage anyway. But like you can bomb collar Short, and Short's fucked up, injured. And she is like, I know you were coming. Please don't kill me. I want to make a deal. So yeah, actually, Lynn, you're the one who can hear this. Everyone else is just recovering, or the people who burn fate points are fine.
We saw a vision of the Emperor and passed
Yeah,
out
the old
because of
man
the
and
glory.
Blitzer are definitely dying. Actually, I'll say Blitzer's just ripped apart. Blitzer gets torn apart. Yeah. Well, she was betrayed her boss. She's a ruthless. Well, okay, fine. I'll roll it. Let's see. I rolled. She probably survived because she was fully healed and she took like 18. But she was she was like a pretty elite gang member. So she was like a gang leader. So she probably had a good number of hit points. How many did she have? She had a 13. Let's see here. 19 wounds. So.
Oh, so she would have still had 1 point left. Hanging on there.
Yeah. So she doesn't want any part of this. She's done. Like she's like terrified now. And
what page was your rebound effect on again there, Thaddeus?
Which
the 164?
164, okay.
Yeah, that's it. The lingering the psychic breakthrough is roll again on this able.
I found it.
I hit roll again, then I hit Perils of the Warp, and then I hit Cataclysmic Blast.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that it was you were actually supposed to take damage because I couldn't remember if it was.
Yeah, no, I do. I was at the
you and all other characters.
You and all other characters within
I wasn't sure you were technically wounded by it.
No, I take damage and all of my shit is destroyed.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing I gave the bomb collar to Lim ahead of time.
Yeah,
that worked out.
See,
sorry about that,
old
everyone.
man.
I did not expect that to happen.
Let's see. The old man, he gets hit in the body as well, and he rolled a 6 plus 11, so he got 11 on the critical hit thing. Let's take a look at that. 11 punctured lung, so he's not doing good. So you do have a servo skull. Oh, actually, whose servo skull was it?
I think it's Rabbit's.
Okay.
Because Rabbit is the one that always does our medical stuff.
That's right. So yeah, your servo skull wasn't obliterated in the warp blast somehow. So you can treat the old man is definitely like in a bad position. He has a punctured lung, so you need to treat him if you want him to live. Yeah.
Look, we risked our lives to save him. I would like to not let him die now.
Okay.
Lim just sort of looks around at the chaos. Right. Sniffs and then just casually strolls up to our psyker and just pops the bomb collar on her. Just takes it.
Short tells you, I'm also going to be really nice and say you were, if I was a real dick, I said you were close enough to detonate the explosives with that. But I'm not that mean. So
that is not the sin.
So here's what Short has to tell you, Lynn. Look, I knew you were coming. I didn't know I don't know what just happened. Look, I know more about what Endius was hiding. If you bring me back to Gideon and Nova. I know you captured them. We can unlock the secret, but then we can go to it because I don't think what your patron wants is necessarily good for any of us. I don't know all the details, but I know. Do you know what Endius was even working on? Do you know why he's going through? Do you know the Ministerium is coming after you as well?
Yes.
No.
Oh wait, no,
I don't
we're out.
care.
Sorry.
Look, your boss made a pact with the Ministerium to finance a expedition to Xeno ruins in the Halo stars, and they brought something back. I don't know everything.
Fucking Ross.
If you look, I don't think this should be found by anyone necessarily, but we should be the ones to find out what it is. Let me help you, and you can prove yourself a true servant of the Imperium by finding out what your boss is up to. What if your boss is a heretic? Have you thought about that?
Lim looks at her with the calm, serene eyes of an absolute fanatic and just says, I don't care, but we'll find out when we get there.
Okay. Yeah, and we'll end the session as all of you get back in the Valkyrie bleeding in there. Oh, first, let's find out if the rabbit make that Medicaid check.
Yes, I rolled a 46.
All right, you saved the old man's life. His actually, what name do you think he has there, Rabbit?
Yeah.
Look at the list. What is this old broken man who was a prospector who's the one who found the vein of ore in the first place?
Let me find the list. I didn't have the list ready. Hold on.
Okay,
This is important.
Oh, I see one I really like.
I think we all do.
Oh God, where is it? The list is so.
Just
far
scroll
back.
up. Just scroll up. I posted it a couple days ago in the group chat.
The
It's the
photo.
yeah.
Yes. Okay.
God.
Oh yes, this old man, this very
Mm-hmm.
very wonderfully nice old man is Champ.
Yes, yes, me, yes. That's the first one that jumped out at me too.
It's perfect. It is perfect.
So you treat him, and Champ says, "It's okay. Just leave me here. I want to work the ore." You don't know if he's gonna he's in pretty bad shape, and this is a pretty rough mountain. But you can take him back with you. He can't really resist you. So you could take him back to the capital city where he'd get medical treatment and live, but away from the mother lode. And Blitzer's dead. Or no, she's not dead. She's injured.
She's just done.
Yeah. She'll be working it. She doesn't give a shit about the old man. Yeah, you're definitely taking Short with you. But yeah, are you just leaving Blitzer and the old man up there? Injured as they are?
I don't want to. I don't want to leave nobody to die. That seems
Well,
gruesome.
they may live. It's just it'll be rough. But if they want to take the risk, they want to try and get that ore. They want to stay, even though it's a tremendous risk. They're willing to risk everything for this.
Mhm.
So
I mean, if they're willing to do it, who are we to stop? Giving their lives for this. It's blood of the martyrs. Something Imperium. So.
We do leave them with maybe like some supplies, bandage, clean pants to change into, maybe their brown pants so it doesn't show the stains.
Well, Shad, the Harrow definitely should have some.
Yeah, you don't have any. The Harrow needs the emergency
Harrow's
pants.
fine. It's
No,
whatever.
it's very cold up here, Harrow.
Yeah, it's what I deserve. I have neglected paying the toll for the taint of the warp, and
Shoulda
this is my payment
known.
for that.
Mhm.
Should have known with the way today's rolls have been going.
Honestly, though.
But yeah, you as the sun dims, as the sun goes below the horizon, you take off with your captive, and the last that you can see the fire, and you can see Blitzer and Champ unloading the crates to begin work, injured as they are, on this horrible blasted site, as they risk everything to try and earn their payday. And you don't know if they live, and you'll never know if they live or die, or if they get it or not. But because you have your own mission to go to, and you return to Damnedin. Well, you'll have a chance to rest and stop, and then jump in the ship and see what the Endius mandate is all about as we head to our campaign finale next session. So yeah, and it's a very So question, comment, suggestion. I know Noah's looking forward to it.
You piece of shit.
I'm very curious, Ross, as to how you were like, oh, this will totally be like 4 sessions tops.
I know. I just liked it so much. You all are doing so well.
Are we doing well, Ross?
We have become increasingly cursed.
Yeah. I think you're doing well.
I have
great.
one
No, I have-
permanent fate point left.
Yeah, me too.
Same.
Yeah, you only need one for the last session. I'm sure it'll be fine. Y'all better be fucking praying before
one
you
to
hit
spend,
the road.
one to burn, buddies.
Yeah,
Woo!
Oh yeah, that is 2 then, isn't it? Yeah.
And you can pray to get a
And we
temporary
can pray.
one.
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
still
be
have
fucking
2.
praying.
I was rolling too good today. The rest of the time, this is what I get.
I'm glad somebody was.
It's fucking
Yeah.
hubris.
I know the smallest violin in the world plays for all that, but I truly do believe that. Sorry, they had to wander off for like 15, 20 minutes and pay so much money. So much money for my roof.
Yeah.
Well, it is the
Awesome.
the real grim dark thing is capitalism, not
Yeah, the
whatever.
real grim dark thing is the money we spent along the way.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you all so much for playing. Thank you all so much for listening. Be sure to check out Noah and V's podcast. Again, we'll have links in the show notes. And we'll find out what the Endius mandate is all about in our next session in the finale. And it's very normal and original. Noah, don't worry about it. So we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.